So just arrived to Street and Sand Performance here in Reno, Nevada. Waiting for my turn on the dyno. It should be taking place here very shortly. Just got done signing a little bit of paperwork and a waiver. If you've never dynoed your vehicle, there is generally some paperwork you got to fill out. They want to know about your engine. They want to know about some of the internals. They want to know about a little bit of the tuning, etc., drivetrain. They want to know some of the details of your vehicle, and they want to know what operating or what max RPM you want to have it run to, and also sign a waiver that says, hey, if your stuff comes apart, it's not on them. Right on, pretty stoked. So they're getting everything set up here on the dyno. They're getting the vehicle centered. They're gonna run, just pop it in gear and actually get it centered, cinch everything down and send it. So parasitic drag, basically whatever's connected to that crankshaft all the way down to the tire, it's everything in between, right? So it's your stall converter, your torque converter, your transmission, your rear end, and probably even the braking system, depending on what type of brakes you have in the back. So according to these guys, that approximate 10% of parasitic drag, that's for like a stock standard manual transmission. They have seen in their experience of running hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dynos that they have seen upwards of 50% loss in power through parasitic drag. That's a jaw dropper. So very interesting. And the only way I would suppose you could truly know, pulled the motor and actually just went and did a dyno specifically just for the motor, and then put it back in your vehicle and then go ahead and run it on a chassis dyno to see how much you've actually lost. So interesting stuff, man. Stick around. Alright, that was run number 1. Looks like we're going to do a couple tweaks on it and send it on run number 2. See what we do. Alright, so they've just done another safety check. Make sure everything's locked in. And this is run number 2. Anyone says that that doesn't put a smile on your face, they're nuts. It's just awesome. Got the pros down here at Street to Sand checking things out. Get us our numbers here shortly, but wow, really cool. Nice to have the diagnostics. Nice to have the actual numbers. You know, how we're looking as far as AFR, air-fuel ratio, all throughout the run. We'll get to look at the power curve on the horsepower and the torque take a look at that curve and see what it looks like, and then of course consult with these pros down here, and they'll let us know you know, where we might be able to make some improvements. So here it is. We'll get a better file printed off when we get home, but yeah, so max torque, 326 pound-feet of torque, and max horsepower, 262, again, from the rear wheel. And as far as adjustability goes, with the Holley Sniper that I'm running, these guys have tuned a lot of machines with the Holley Sniper and other EFI systems, but they are familiar with the Holley Sniper, and they're confident in their ability to be able to put a laptop on it and really expand the fuel table and take a look at things. So some might say, hey, those are disappointing numbers. Aren't you disappointed? No, not at all. Considering that the dyno is just a tool. It's a way to measure things. So if we do end up making some changes, some adjustments, some tunes, we should see changes. And we know if we're headed in the right direction, if in fact those horsepower and torque curves smooth out, or in fact if they raise, if we get elevated horsepower or torque curves, we know we're headed in the right direction. So I hope you enjoyed the dyno run. Again, the baseline dyno run, 2 runs back to back. Really stoked. What a cool thing to do. Take a look in your local area. If you have something that could or should be tuned, or you would like to have it tuned, look for somebody who can give you a baseline dyno, and then whether you tune it yourself or have somebody help you out with the tuning, there's always some options to get just a little bit more out of this thing. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.